see if it's gonna come up. Come on. Okay, here we are. Oh my gosh, everybody. I do not know what is going on with Facebook, but I tried 6 times to get on, and I was just about ready to give up, but I'm not a quitter, so all right, there we go. So let me just make sure that I save it to our page. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope that I'm just gonna wing it and hope that I can see your comments. Please let me know that you are here. I am Terry Brummagem with Crafts a Latte. I am so appreciative for you coming on and joining me tonight. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am trying to pursue a business here with Stampin' Up! I'm very passionate about their product. I've been crafting for as long as I can remember, and I truly, truly do believe in Stampin' Up's product. It's very good quality. And one of the things that I love and why I joined is because everything coordinates. The paper, which is this, and this is what we're going to be using tonight. This is called Flowers for Every Season. It's 6x6, and it's front and back. And I have not opened these because I'm going to be doing some prizes with some things. But I can show you a couple of things because I absolutely love this set, but it is retiring, which is why I want to come on and really show you guys different ways to make some really quick but yet really cute, fun projects. So this is the paper we're using tonight. It's normally $11.50 and it is on sale for $6.90. What I love about it is it also coordinates with envelopes. And so this is what we're going to be doing tonight. We have the paper. I keep mine in this organizer here, and I just want to talk real quick about what we're going to be doing so that you can see how much you get, how it all coordinates. So this is the paper that you'll get here. What's really nice about it is it coordinates with envelopes. So these little envelope packets here are all the coordinating colors of the current in colors right now. Not the new ones coming or not the ones that are retiring, but the current ones right now. These are normally $11. They are now on sale for $8.80. And I just think they're really cute because you already have a card base. And I'm going to show you that you can either just decorate the front or take it to the next level. And then you would have it coordinate with the coordinating color, in particular Magenta Madness. And then we've got Cinnamon Cider. And then we've got Bumblebee, Misty Moonlight, and Just Jade. So I really wanted to show you all the really good sales tonight and why you really want to get your hands on this stuff because they are while supplies last. Some other things that are in these items are the main event tonight. These are the Flowers for Every Season Memories and More card packs. They're normally $11 on sale for $4.40, and I'm going to give you a rundown of how these work. I've started doing scrapbooking again. These are great for scrapbooking. So I will show you real quick how I have started to store mine because in the new catalog, we have some more. So what I like to do is I like to put mine in a 3-ring binder. And you're going to see tonight how many fast projects you can make. So we have large sizes, and the reason I like putting them in the binder is because when you flip it over, you get to see the other side of it. So again, this is the front and this is the back. So we have large sizes as well as these 3x5s, but then you also get 3 sticker packs. And so all of these cards that you're seeing, all of these stickers are only $4.40 on sale, but they are while supplies last. So you're going to see quite a few different ones that I'm doing tonight. And these are just ones that I've got left over. And after working on everything today, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of obsessed because they're just so quick and easy. And that's what I like right now. So this is the paper, the 6x6 paper, and it's front and back. So if you have any questions about this, just let me know. Then we have the coordinating ribbon. You've got 3 spools of ribbon. I'm not going to take it out because this is a brand new packet, but it's $10 and you get all 3 spools of ribbon. So let's just go ahead and jump to that. If you have any questions, for those of you that have the catalog, it is on pages 154. So it talks all about here. And then also on page 155, it talks about the Memories and More pack for the flowers for every season. And also a masculine version, which my nephew Travis loves. He works with this one, World of Good Memories and More, also on sale for $4.40. So it's just some great resources. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and I'm going to show you how fast and easy some of these projects can be. I'm going to go ahead and start with this really cute little treat box. You can go back and watch any of my replays. I did this one. It was explaining the paper pumpkin because I thought it coordinated really cute with that. But this is made out of our cardstock, and then I just cut down the Memory and More card pack, or you can flip it over and have the bumblebee or the Just Jade and leave a little message. So I just wanted to show you that this is one of them that I did with the gift box. And let's see, I think I'm going to go ahead and start with just the memory packs first. And then I'm going to take you into some more of the detailed, this would be more of an avid, where I'm still using the paper, but I'm going to take it up to the next level. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. As well as, this is a real fun, cute gift card holder. So these are the 2 that I'm going to do at the end because I want to show you how fast just using the paper and the card pack is, okay? I've tried to do as much as I could ahead of time to make things go speedier for us because I'm kind of timing it. We had a little bit of a delay because I could not for the life of me get on my Facebook. So I'm kind of wanting to see. So let's see, it's 6:13. Let's see how many projects we can make. Because Wednesday nights, you know, I give myself an hour. I hope that you'll stay on with me. But this is more of class versus like my just impromptus coming on for coffee and a card. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Magenta Madness card base that comes in a pack. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in Misty Moonlight. And here is the card pack. And so I actually, as you can see, I actually took it off and changed it. And I just, ironically, I don't know if many people know this, but if you have stuck your paper down or cardstock or envelopes, whatever, and you want to lift it, you literally just blow on it and the hot air will lift it right off. Yeah. And so I decided to change up what I was doing, which is why it had some adhesive on the back there. So we're going to go ahead and layer this on the back, and I'm just using my Stamp and Seal. And this Stamp and Seal is very strong, so you don't need to over-indate it. So I'm just going to layer this. So here, that fast, we have 3 layers. Just that quick. And then you know that I love my Stitch So Sweetly dies. I stamped this. Let me show you the stamp set that we're using. It's actually a suite, but you know, some of it's retiring. But I absolutely love this set, Celebrate Sunflowers. It is carrying over. But if you do want the set, because we have dies and the stamp set, you get to save 10% when you buy it now as a bundle. Thankfully, it's carrying over, but you just will lose that 10%. But I'm going to show you actually a really pretty project at the end because we're just trying to do some fast stuff here right now. But with that set, I went ahead and stamped with Misty Moonlight the congratulations on reaching a whole new level of wonderful. and ran it through the die cutting machine. I also want to mention before I go any further, everybody, you know, sometimes when we're stamping, especially with our photopolymer stamps, you kind of want to have a little bit of cushion. So I'm using my mat, and I just got these little grid sheets, and I love them because let's say I was trying to line something up, and look here, you don't have to have your whole area covered, but I'm loving this. And so I have a mat, and then I can stamp on it. I can use it as a measurement. And so what I'm going to do here is I have this little strip of Misty Moonlight. I prefer to use my banner punch, but let's say you don't have a banner punch. You go ahead, come in with some scissors, and you just go ahead and come down just a little bit and try to be in the middle there, and then just cut down both sides, and then you get an automatic banner. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side. And again, I'm just going to come down the middle and cut in from an angle. Because even though a lot of the steps have been done for you, I just have a hard time leaving things very, very plain. And so I'm going to go ahead and add that just to give it enough of a little bit of a border behind there. So I'm going to go ahead. It doesn't matter which side we do it on. And let's go ahead and try to center that both top, bottom, and side to side. So I need to move over. I probably could have made it a little bit longer, but it's just enough to give it a little bit of depth to bring in that Misty Moonlight. And then I do like my dimensionals, and so let's go ahead and bring in our regular dimensionals. I like to take my pick tool and go ahead and put 4. You could probably get away with 2, but when you're doing ribbon and different stuff, it's nice to have some lifted element there. All right, and then just real quick, we're gonna come in and take off the stickies. I'm trying to. See, I'm trying to go too fast. Come on, sometimes you get one that's just like, ugh. Okay. There we go. So I have to tell everybody, I'm up in my office today, and I have just really been enjoying being up here today, but I have to tell you, it is getting hot already. And it's only, what, April 8th? Wow, that's getting pretty hot. All right, then what I did is I already pre-tied it, and I took 2 strands. So again, in this suite, you have the 3 ribbon spools in the combo pack. It's called the Flowers for Every Season combo pack. I already tied a double bow, and let's go ahead and bring in the glue dots. And I am running low, and I thought that I had a whole storage of them. And do you know, I am going to have to place an order just to get my glue dots. Yeah, because I love my glue dots. And then I'm just going to put it right here. Make sure I'm not covering up my lettering. And that quickly, what do you guys think? 1 card done that fast, and I think it turned out really pretty. So that's our first card for tonight. Let's go ahead and clean up. And then again, you have the matching envelope. And you could use either the Magenta Madness, or maybe you want to use the Misty Moonlight. So that's what's really fun, is you can mix and match as much as you want. But I'm going to go ahead and go like this because we are done with our first card. And let's move right on to the next. Let me just clean up some of my mess here. Oh, did I get kicked off? Sorry, I was getting a phone call through the computer. I hope you're still there. Sorry about that. So that's our first one. Let's go ahead now and move on to another real fun, simple one. And so this is using the Just Jade. So does everybody have a favorite color? Oh, thanks, Debbie. Thank you, Billy, for coming on. So this one is Just Jade. Now, again, you could just come in and do something as simple as that. Look at that. I think that in itself is really pretty, and you could be done. But I'm going to take it up a level. I went ahead, pre-tied my ribbon, and then I went ahead and embossed the Just Jade with the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. So I don't know if you can see up close or not. So I thought it would be fun to go ahead. Let's move this unless we need it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. Again, this is just from that Memory and More card pack. And we're going to go ahead and lay that down. So as you can see, that's the other side of it. So somebody's going to have to keep track, because to be honest, I didn't even keep track of how many I've been making. I was just like, I'm just going to keep making stuff today until it's time to come on. Well, then, of course, Facebook doesn't want to cooperate, but that's okay. We're getting there. So this here, you can do all different kinds of ways. You can go this way. You know, I'm just kind of trying to off-center just a little bit to give it some more dimension. Then what I wanted to do is these little gold rings. I thought, well, you know what? It's already got a ring on there, but why don't we even add another level? Because these are really cute. And so what I'm going to actually do is take off that bow, and I'm going to go ahead and add a 3D effect. And look at that. It fits right over like so. And because I'm low on glue dots, I'm not going to put another one right here, but I could try to put some adhesive, but you know what? That's holding its own. So I'm going to go ahead and come in, and since I've got a bow and the gold ring, I'm going to go ahead and lay this flat, okay? And I'm just going to randomly space it because I still want to be able to see all of that pretty border, okay? Love the ring. Yeah, I just at the last minute, I was like, you know what? I completely forgot that I used those rings at Thanksgiving. And look at it, just adds some really fun dimension to it. And look at that, everybody. We are already done with our second card. And I think it, you know, just by adding just a few couple of things that are all on sale, why not? And again, you can either use the Bumblebee envelope or the Just Jade. So that's card 2 already. So as you can see, these are very easy. You just need to get something out really fast. I mean, come on, everybody. These cards packs are only $4.40, and I've got about 4 or 5 more projects to do here, and I haven't even put a dent into my Memory and More card packs. So this is the one that we're doing here. Again, we're just layering and adding some steps. So this one, you know what? Some people like brown. And so I thought, you know what? I love the blue, and I'm loving the cinnamon cider with it. So here's the coordinating cinnamon cider envelope. And then we're going to go ahead and take the cinnamon cider base. And again, we're just doing some layering. And this is what it looks like on the other side. So if it were still winter, but you can get them and have it for next year, people always love to get Happy Mail no matter what time of year it is. So you may want to come in with some bordered gems and just add some of these little flowers for every season gems and just stick some on there. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and use the blue. Ironically, I have been on this huge kick with blue. For those of you that may know us kind of personally, you know, my dad went to be with Jesus April 22nd. And so this is a very, very tough time of year for us. But you know what? He absolutely loved blue. And it's funny, a lot of my sisters and I, the grandkids, they all are like redecorating their houses and incorporating a lot of blue. So it's amazing how things can change when you're thinking of somebody. And it's just, now I see why he absolutely loves blue, because it's very cheerful and feeling festive, and it doesn't have to be at Christmas time. It, again, can be any time of year, right? Whoops. Now I'm trying to go a little bit too fast. And I'm telling you, this Stampin' Seal is very, very strong. And so sometimes, okay, come on. Sometimes it'll get it just right because I'm trying to go maybe too fast. And so what I'm going to do, this one I did emboss it. So I'm going to go ahead and just come in with some liquid glue on this one and figure out what is going on with my Stampin' Seal. I actually just changed it out before I came on, because that's the worst when you're on live and something like that might happen. So you always got to try to be prepared. But what I do like about I call it the liquid green, is it enables you to move it around like you can see that I'm doing, to make sure that I have it where I want it. I'm just going to push it that way just a little bit. Perfect. And then look here, all I did is, again, these are 2 of the ribbons of the 3. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm hoping that I have enough glue dots to last me until I get through these projects. And so I'm going to turn this bow just a little bit this way. And I always do it too long, and then you can come in and cut. It's shorter, okay? So then once I've got it stuck on there, this is a thinner ribbon, so I'm just going to go ahead and come in like so. And then I thought it looked cute just layering it. I tried tying it loose, and it did not work, people. So again, 3rd card. Is that 2 or 3? Yes, 3rd card done. So what do you guys think? So you'll also have to tell me which one you like best, because we are not even done, but we have already done 3 cards there. And again, as we go, the levels will get a little bit more avid, we call it, because these are beginner. When the stamping's already done for you, and let's see, let's go ahead and do this one. So you have different level. You have beginner, and then you have casual, and then you have avid. This is definitely well, you know, you could get by with the beginner, just strictly using just the Memory More card pack. It's got stickers for you, so you don't even need stamping if you don't want. But for this particular instance tonight, I did want to show you how you can go basic and just leave it like that. But then once you start bringing in stamping and embellishments and ribbons and different things, then it does make a difference. I'm going to go ahead and try to come in. There we go. Sometimes our cardstock is literally so thick that sometimes it does not want to cooperate. So this one, I wanted to show you how to keep the border dots around. Can be real fun too. So as you can see, I'm just layering card on card, okay? But then what I did want to do, I'm going to go ahead and bring my mat back in here, because I want to go ahead, let me move that over there, and I've already pre-tied my bow. So what I wanted to do is, these are stickers, so I wanted to go ahead and stamp "Know That You Are Loved," because I do want to go ahead and use some things that are adding a little bit of stamping, because that's what we love to do. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Misty Moonlight stamp pad that of course matches with the card base. So for those of you that might just be coming on, ironically, these are the in colors that came out this year. So they will be around until next year, and then they will retire, and then they will come with a new color set of in colors. And I absolutely love the new colors that are coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm going to add a couple of different stickers and ribbons. And I just realized that I have not been adding the in color. Actually, do I want that to be, we have dimensionals and embellishments. So let's see, I actually think I'm going to go ahead and put this in the center. So let's lift it up a little bit to make sure. Know that you are loved. I'm just going to put that right in the center. And then I'm going to go ahead, and I think that looks nice. What do you guys think? I'm going to lay that there for just a second, and then just kind of bring in some of the different colored. Actually, I don't know if I like that pink one there, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it because these are what they're meant to do. And then let's go ahead and take a glue dot. But let me clean my stamp with my Simply Chamois. Yep, it looks pretty nasty, but look at how fast it cleans it for me. So I got to make sure I get those cleaned. That's the worst, is not getting them cleaned as you go. And let's go ahead, and we still have another glue dot here. And I think that looks nice like so. And then go ahead and come in with your ribbon shears and just make those even at an angle. And so just like that, that's card 3. So this is definitely more of a beginner, and that's fine. Sometimes, you know what, you just want to do quick, easy, let's get her done. Alrighty. And then I am going to go ahead and bring in, though, our in color. So these are the in color enamel dots. And let's go ahead, why not add some of the Misty Moonlight. And I don't even know if I like those stickers there, but that's fine. And you know what, we could even just leave one, or let's go ahead and put odd numbers on here. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. And you know what I'm going to do? Whoops, what happened to the blue? Oh, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and put that and cover that Magenta Madness, because we don't have any Magenta Madness on here. While I'm in here, this is a cute little thing. This is just folding an envelope with our cardstock. Look at how cute and fun that is. This calls for confetti, and just really cute ways to do different things with that. So there we have it. And this one I went ahead and did just jade. Do you see the rhyme and reason of how fun and easy peasy these can be? And then when you need to be at a different level and have time to do more detailed, then you can. So that brings me to the next 2 projects. Let's go ahead and let's do the card first, because this is going to involve using the dies. And so I went ahead and pre-did some of the stuff, but this is what this one's going to look like. So I wanted to go ahead and bring in, again, the stamp set Forever Seas. Where did I do with it? I've got all kinds of stuff going on here, because there's a couple of tricks I want to show you. This is the Celebrate Sunflowers, and if you have this set and you get frustrated trying to line up your sunflowers, I'm going to show you a couple of tricks here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the big sunflower here, and this is block E. I don't know if you can tell, but our blocks are labeled. So when you're looking in the catalog, okay, what size do I need? They are labeled. So let me go ahead and show you here how this works. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here so you can see it. Let's move that ribbon out of the way. And I'm going to bring in these pieces and show you a couple of things that I did to make all of our lives easier. And I'm going to show you what I did first and why I don't recommend doing it this way. So here are our dies, and we have a solid and a detailed. So this is going to cut out the back. So we're going to stamp and then cut the solid out, okay? And then we're going to come in with this detailed die, and it's going to look like this. But I want to show you what I did. I did not use our sticker sheets on this. And so when I tried gluing with the liquid glue, foil does not like liquid glue. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that we have our adhesive sheets. So you've seen me do that before. So I went ahead and ran the adhesive sheet on with the die. So let me show you how I did all of this. And the first thing that we're going to do is show you how not to get frustrated when you're using these dies and the stamp. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but on this beautiful sunflower, I marked it with a Sharpie. So it is on my stamp, if you can see that. So I marked it there, and then I also marked my die. so that when I go to layer it, I know where my peak is. And then I did the same thing on this one as well. So it's just a little tip that makes your life easier. When you have this die or a lot of other dies that do layering like this, go ahead and mark it. Because I'm telling you, your life will be so much easier. So I love these little clips too. I've been using these clips a lot so that things don't like attach to other things, and then this way I know what I'm doing as well. So we went ahead and started with, let's do our stamping first, and then we're going to run it through the die. Just one piece because I had to show you the two before. So we're going to go ahead and do this scrap piece here. Don't worry about all the measurements, everybody. I will have that on my blog for us. I'm using the Bumblebee. And so what I like to do when I have a big stamp is I like to stamp down, because I want to make sure I've got a good coverage all over, and then you can kind of, you know, tilt it up and you can see a shine. This one, I, again, am going to use my marker, okay? So I know that I want that on the top. Howdy. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so, again, I've got my point there, okay? I'm going to set this aside because I am going to run it through the die cut machine because I wanted to show you that before I did stamp it. I'm going to go ahead and stamp again, make sure I've got good coverage. And I'm going to do what's called stamp off. There's two ways you can do stamping off. So again, I want to make sure that my peak is up at the top, and I'm just going to stamp once up in the corner. And this is stamping off, where I did not stamp with the whole image. And that's why you want your scrap paper. Another way that is stamping off is, this was my first stamp. So then this would be stamping off. So it's a lighter shade that you would put on your project. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you. You can go ahead and do it this way too, but I prefer to do it the other way, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a different angle this time because I don't need to be matching it up. Okay, so there we are. Let's go ahead and clean our stamp. That's very important. Okay, and you see how fast that was cleaned, just like so. Let's go ahead and put that away. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do is, our stamping is done for that part. I went ahead, let's do all of our stamping at one time, I said. So this is going to be a scrap. I went ahead and pre-did one side of this. For those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that I love the Lovely Labels Pick a Punch, and it's carrying over. I think what Stampin' Up! Is loving is how you can get 6 different sizes out of this one punch. So I went ahead and did the one side, and then I measured it, and so I'm going to go ahead and bring it in here, center that, like so. And that way we have both sides. And now I'm coming in with the Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp Thanks a Bunch. I have had a lot to be thankful for lately. So who doesn't love to give thank you cards? And that looked good. I just wanted to make sure I didn't stamp too hard and get that border around it. Now this is always fun, trying to do it centered in the camera, but I'm going to try to use my grid here and just go centered as I can without having my head in the camera. Okay, and that's perfect. Today is my lucky day. And then we're going to go ahead and, while we're here, let's go ahead and bring our in color gems in again, and we are using yellow. So take your pick tool and pop that up like so. And I like to put it right there in the middle corner, if that's really a corner, but middle, well, I don't know what you would call that. But then we're going to go ahead and need to bring in this ribbon. And now I think we are ready to go ahead and show you what I mean about putting that die in. And this is just going to take a real quick second here, because this one is what cut out the gold foil. So you see how detailed that is. But I don't need this one because remember I didn't use the adhesive sticky on that. So let's put that aside and go ahead and put that away. And then again, I stamped with my peak, and look here, because I marked it, I didn't have to go over and over and over with my circle to see where I'm at. Then what I like to do is I like to use washi tape. You can use a sticky note or washi tape, whatever you like. And what this does is it's going to hold it in place, because when it is this detailed, I definitely want to know that it is not going to move on me. So I'm just going to go like this, and my machine is right here. So let me bring all my projects that we've completed over here, and you will see how fast it is with our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, and you will see how fast it is to cut this out. And I wanted to do more Mother's Day projects, and so the next project that we're going to be doing is a gift card holder. So we can either do it as a Mother's Day, or we can do it as another thank you. So you'll see what we've got going on. But see, just like that, we're done cutting it out. And now we're going to assemble it, and you'll see how fast it is to assemble by using the sticky sheets. Now, I could have gone in and poked each one, but look here. Once you grab the end, and this is not going to, it's going to pull up a lot of the pokies. I didn't want to take the time to sit there and poke them all out, knowing that the adhesive sheets would take out a lot of that for me. So keep that in mind. When you have detailed dies, don't go through all that work of trying to do that on your own. But now that everything's not marked, you just, what I have found is there's a peak. Let's see if that's the right peak. Nope. There it is. So we are just going to layer this like so. And I like to find a peak and hold on, and then just kind of slowly go around with it. And because I use that self-adhesive sticky, look at how perfect and fast that was. When I did the first one, I was like, oh no, it ruined my foil. But it did it. And then what we're going to do here is I did want to use the, where's my dimensionals? Here we go. Since we're already layering, I thought we may as well go ahead and let's just go ahead and put one on here, like so. And then we're gonna go like this. And now that's done. And we'll go ahead and glue our paper down. So what I did, again, measurements will be on my blog, is I just started doing bit by bit. So let's go ahead and, again, what I like about the paper is, let's say you need to do a mass production. All you have to do is literally flip the side over if you are wanting to do a variety. That's, again, what I love about our paper and our product, that it's just so nice that it's so versatile. Okay, and then we're gonna come down like so. And my doorbell just rang, and so I got distracted. So all you have to do is just peel that over. Oh, you know who it probably is? My daughter has been on this Amazon kick lately. I'll bet you it's Amazon. And actually, that's one of the thank you cards I'm working on, is because they literally are at my house almost every day. So we're going to go ahead, before we do anything else, we're going to go ahead and take spool 3. This is one of 3 again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap it around a couple of times. Come on. And then you can either just tie it in a knot, you can tie it in a bow. I've been really trying to get full use of my paper, my embellishments, my ribbons, because I find that when something retires or new stuff comes out, I have to make room for it. And I'm like, okay, well, I haven't even finished using what I have. So I've really been trying to incorporate using more colors, not the same product all the time. I don't know if you guys have been able to tell that, and if that's what you're liking is more of a variety, but don't be paper hoarders, because there's so many things that you can do with it. All right, and I'm very picky about my bows, but I won't fuss with it too long. But what I'm going to do is, if I do have more dimensionals, then glue dots, then we'll glue that down later. So let's go ahead and take those dimensionals. So after this project, you can still see how fast it's going because of all the stuff that we have ahead of time that makes it so much faster. But the gift card, it's a card and a gift card all in one. And I think you'll really like it. It has great use of the cards too. So let's just go ahead and put this down here. Oh, that's over just a little bit too far. Come on. All right. Sometimes if you try to hurry too fast, it ends up being not so good. All right, so I just realized that we need a piece of our basic white cardstock here for our base. So this is thick. We have regular basic white cardstock, and then we also have extra thick, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my trimmer in real quick. Sorry, I thought I was so prepared. I'm going to go ahead and just cut. I'm going to show you another trick real quick, actually. So you start with an 8.5 by 11. You want to score it at 4 1/4, because then you have your two pieces, your two card bases, and then you're just going to turn it around and cut it at 5 1/2. And I am not used to using the trimmer this way, but just want to make sure that that's closed strongly because of the 5 1/2. And that looks good. So that way, by scoring it first, you've already scored both of your card bases. Okay? So let's go ahead, fold that in half. Take the bone folder here, like so. And that way, it gives it a nice good crease. And then we're going to go ahead, I need to still do that, and let's put some adhesive on here. And I'm actually going to roll over that to see if that'll help. I think I may have tied it a little bit loose, but we can always come back and change that. And then we're just going to center that like so. Make sure I'm in the camera. And that looks good. And then let's go ahead and pop up that sunflower, and then we are ready for our last project, which is a fun, fast one. It is the gift card. But let's go ahead and put enough of these around. So what do you guys think of this pack? It's just so springy and fun, and I think anybody who would get any of these would be really happy to get Happy Mail. And especially when everything's such a good deal right now. It's amazing. So there we have it, everybody. That is our, I've lost track how many we've done, but that's why I was so excited to do this with you all, to show you how incredibly fast it is. All right, so we've got one more to go here. And here is this fun, let me move some of this out of the way. All right, so now what we have is this fun gift card. So this is using the Bumblebee coordinating envelope, right? And I guess I should mention too that yes, it's decorated on the inside, but you could also maybe put a sunflower down here just in the random. And actually, we might do that. But this is our last project here. And I want to show you that when you do a little oopa, don't throw it away. Because when I first stamped it, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, you only have so many of these cards. And I like to make things ahead of time. And then I like to do the duplicate. Well, I screwed up on my stamping. Well, I'm going to show you what we're going to do a little bit different on this one so that we can still use this one, okay? So this says, the little things you do so well and so often make a big difference to so many people. And then I have used the Just Jade gingham ribbon that is included in it. And then it's going to pop up like this. And so I'm using 1, 2 of the memory card packs, okay? And then the Designer Series paper reversible. And so I just thought that this turned out really cute. So what I did is I want to show you, I stamped directly on this memory card, and then this is what it looks like on the other side. And it, to me, looks like it goes up and down. So you could just change it and have it open from this way instead of this way. But what I want to show you is when I stamped thank you directly onto the card here, it was too crooked for me. So I just stamped directly on the coordinating paper and it turned out perfect and I just covered it up. Well, you see how the ribbon is glued down here. What we're going to do is let's go ahead and do the layering so it doesn't look like there's so much here first. Because what we're going to end up doing is we're going to cover up this little oopla right here. And so what I'm going to do is, you see how it's like this? Well, I thought we would go ahead and take our ribbon and I'm going to go ahead and cover it like this and just make it look like it's meant to kind of be there. And nobody would ever know, right? So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, well, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let's go over here first. Again, all the measurements are on my blog, craftsalate.com. And what I did ahead of time is I went ahead and put adhesive on the back. But what you want to make sure you do is take your bone folder and burnish it so that you get a nice fold. Okay? Because you want to have it fold. So, now let's go ahead, and I went ahead and this is where the gift card is going to go. So as you can see, I cut it so that there would be a border around it. And I took my Terran tape, which you all know how much we love our Terran tape, because Terran tape, it's adhesive on both sides. And I went ahead and did that ahead of time. If you want me to show you how to use it, I can. It's just on a roll, and then you peel this off. But we are not putting adhesive on the top because that's where the gift card needs to go in and out of. So make sure that you're just putting it on the 3 edges. Okay, so there we have our gift card. And this is where I couldn't figure out what I wanted to stamp. So let's go ahead and do our base. So we're using Bumblebee for our base, and then we're using the Designer Series paper. It's reversible, and I went ahead and put the Terran tape on there too. This was just by accident, so you can use your regular adhesive there because it's just adhering layer to layer, but I had already had it in my hand when I went to use the gift card one. So there we have it there. And then again, I already pre-did the Terran tape. Okay, and then we'll clean up and get all. So again, it's going to go like this. So you want to make sure you fold it closed. And this time I'm not going to put the ribbon down. So this one's going to be just a little bit different because I did not want to waste that matching coordinating card. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is, let's clean up some of this mess now. So we're going to go ahead and take this ribbon here, and let's go ahead and bring in our sheet. Put that away. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover this, and you know what, we might be able to even do a bow there, but I don't think so because we want to still be able to tie it. So we're just going to cover it and bring it over the edge just a little bit. And let's go ahead and put some adhesive there. And then we want to make sure that we are straight when we take that over like so, and put a little bit of adhesive here, and then just pull that over. Make sure you take your ribbon shears, and that way, now go ahead and continue putting your adhesive all around on the card. And then when we're done here, we'll go ahead and bring in all the projects that we were able to do in realistically a short amount of time. So that just added a fun little strap there, okay? So what I wanted to show you is on this one here, so this one says the little things you do so well and so often make a big difference to so many people. Then I didn't know if we wanted to just say thank you and stamp thank you on there, or we also have congratulations on reaching a whole new level of wonderful. So I didn't know which one we should do here. I'm going to go ahead and say, let's go ahead and do thank you again. So let's go ahead and bring in that Misty Moonlight, and then we are almost done. So see how fast and fun and layered all of these can still be. Ah, perfect. All right, let's move that out of the way. And now let's go ahead and get that glued down. And this one can just take regular adhesive, but you know, we even could have just used the other and not even put a sentiment, but I like putting stuff on the outside and the inside. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and center that. But how often, like even for Mother's Day, a lot of people will give gift cards for Mother's Day. Okay, so for this one, let's see. We can do a couple of different ways. You can, so this one, let me show you what we did here. This one, we put the adhesive down on and are going to be able to tie the bow this way because I only put adhesive at the top and bottom. I left that middle open. And then we're just going to go ahead and tie a bow, or we're going to attempt to, right? And then that way when you open and close it, then the ribbon is still attached to the card. So very, very cute, right? Okay, then this one, because we had that little oopla there, I'm going to go ahead and bring it in and do it all the way around the card. And it'll still be fine. So I'm going to try to do it with the spiel on, and let's see what happens. Okay. So, and then we'll go ahead and bring in all the projects. I'm actually going to have to do it this way. I wonder if I wouldn't have been better off to just start fresh with a new card, because I do like the laying down underneath, but we'll do what we can here. Well, I actually think that that looks nice because it looks like it's like a double layer, so that's actually nice. Okay, and then, all right, this one needs to go longer. Sorry, this is being a challenge, but I love gingham ribbon because just adds such a nice touch to it. All right, so there we have it. There we go. And it actually looks like it's meant to be there, right? So what do you guys think? We were able to save it, right? But I think it just needs one more thing. Let's see if we go ahead and add a few of our gems here. And let's go ahead and do, let's do the Just Jade. And maybe put one inside the sunflower. I don't know. Maybe put one here. And maybe one up here. I just think that adding them can make such a big difference. All right, everybody, let's see what all we did. It may seem like we've been online forever and ever a day, but look at how many cards and projects we were able to do in that short period of time. All right, so we have the Thanks a Bunch sunflower. Okay. We have the Know That You Are Loved, and maybe I'll just do it like this. So we've got Know That You Are Loved. Congratulations on reaching a whole new level of wonderful. So that's the Magenta Madness there. And then we've got the Feeling Festive. That's the Cinnamon Cider. And maybe we can just do it like this. So, geez, how many did we get done? And then You Inspire Me with that gold ring there. And then we've got, we're going to have to move stuff up. We've got so many. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this can be done on yellow or, no, let's do these ones on the blue. These pretty sunflowers. And then our gift cards can go here. So which one do you guys like best? So in a matter of under an hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects. So you guys will have to tell me which ones you think are your favorites. And do not forget to check out my online store here. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So if you go to craftsalate.com and at checkout, this is what host code you want to put in. I always have it on my blog as well on the right hand side corner, and I always try to post it in my lives. You can text me, email me, call me, whatever. I can even help you put the order in. But again, these are while supplies last. I am honestly surprised that these Memory and More card packs and the DSP is still there. So I just want to thank you all so much again for coming on with me tonight. Please let me know what you think, and I would love to hear from you. If you don't see me tomorrow, I will see you Saturday morning for Coffee and a Card. My daughter is actually here visiting from North Carolina, and so I probably will not be on tomorrow. I've been trying to come on as much as I can to show you guys all the product that is retiring or carrying over. So please do like, comment, and sprinkle to your friends or your family or other groups that you belong to, because that's what motivates me and keeps me coming online with all of you. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful and blessed evening. Bye-bye.